What's going on YouTube? CEO in the making, back with another video, and today we're checking out two pairs of true wireless earbuds from JBL. We have the JBL Tune 215 versus the JBL Tune 125. So there is a small price difference between the two. 215 is coming in at about 70 bucks and the 125 is coming in at about 100 bucks. So I was curious to know what the reason is behind the price difference. Obviously we have the looks. The 215 has more of the long stem design, whereas the 125 has more of a traditional earbud design. Aside from that, there's quite a few similarities between these two earbuds, but there's also some small minor differences as well, including the sound quality. But right off the bat, both of these earbuds are providing some pretty amazing sound quality. So if that's what you're looking for, these are going to be two great options for you to check out. So enough of that, let's go ahead and jump right into the video. So as far as the unboxing experience, you're pretty much getting the exact same thing with each of these earbuds. You're getting a USB Type-C charging cable and your different size silicone ear tips. The ear tips with the 215 are like a frosted white, whereas the ear tips on the 125 are more like a frosted gray. When it comes to the charging cases, the 125 case is just slightly larger than the 215 case, but aside from that, they're pretty similar. They both have a matte finish with your typical JBL branding, and the 125 case has the charging port on the bottom, whereas the 215 case has it on the back. The case of the 125 has the LED indicator lights located right below the lid, and the case of the 215 has them located towards the bottom of the case. And overall, they're both bringing some really solid build quality to the table. When it comes to the earbuds, like I mentioned earlier, the 215 have a long stem design, whereas the 125 have more of an earbud design. And you can also see with the 125, it has kind of a staggered setup to help seat them in your ears. And instead of touch controls, they both feature a physical button to give you control over your music. So both of these earbuds are running Bluetooth 5.0 and they both support mono as well as stereo mode, so you can listen to one while the other remains charging. As far as battery life, the 215 are going to give you roughly 5 hours on a single charge with an additional 20 hours from the case. With the 125, you're going to get roughly 8 hours on a single charge with an additional 24 hours from the case. And they both feature fast charging, so just 15 minutes in the case is going to give you about an hour of listening time. One thing that I found to be pretty disappointing is that there is no official IP rating, so there's no telling what would happen if you happen to get these wet. Say you're wearing them outdoors and it happens to rain, or if you sweat heavily and wear these to the gym. So to be on the safe side, I would just keep these away from water and moisture altogether. Now let's go ahead and do our usual latency test to see how they perform. So as far as the fit between these two earbuds, for me with my smaller sized ears, the 215 definitely fit me better. So I would go with these if I'm doing anything other than casual listening. I think the 125 are better suited for medium to larger size ears, especially with that staggered design. As far as the touch controls, they do allow you to control everything except your volume. And with them being physical buttons versus a touch sensitive control, they can be a little bit uncomfortable to use. So for me, honestly, I would probably just use my phone to control my music. Now let's go ahead and address the most important aspect between the two, which is obviously the sound. So the 215 are coming with a 6mm driver and the 125 are coming with a 5.8mm driver. With the 215, you're getting some really great sounding bass and some very impressive mid-range. The bass gives you that deep low-end rumble, but at the same time, it remains extremely clean. It doesn't sound bloated or sloppy or anything like that. And the mid-range really delivers some great sounding vocals. And on top of all of that, you're getting plenty of volume. So overall, with the 215, you're getting a very dynamic sound. The 125 also give you some really great sounding bass, but it's not quite as pronounced as the 215. What stands out the most on the 125 is definitely the treble. The highs seem to have a little bit more shine to them, which just adds another layer of clarity compared to the 215. Overall, they both sound great. They're both very full, both very dynamic. But to sum it up, if you prefer more low end, I would go with the 215. And if you prefer more treble and clarity, I would go with the 125. Now let's go ahead and do a microphone test to give you an idea of the call quality for each of these earbuds. All right, so this is a microphone test of the JBL Tune 215 True Wireless Earbuds. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. And now this is a microphone test of the JBL Tune 125 True Wireless Earbuds. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. So that's going to wrap up this video. These are both two great sounding earbuds from JBL. They both bring something a little bit different to the table in terms of sound, but the fact that they lack an IP rating is pretty disappointing, so that's definitely something to keep in mind. If you're interested in grabbing either of these, make sure you check out the affiliate links down in the description. And if you found this video to be helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up to help support the channel. So as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.